مجمع الأندلس التعليمي، تعلم عصري ملهم بهوية وطنية وقيم إسلامية.
Hello my dear grade 12 students, welcome to school. أهلا بكم. Today we're gonna start unit 1, window on the world. So please open your student book on page 8. And before we start our first lesson, would you spend a minute or so thinking about the title, window on the world? What do you think this means? Do you think this phrase and the word window is used literally? So the phrase here refers to a physical window, like the one in your room? No, of course not. That's not true. The phrase here is used metaphorically. So the window here refers to anything that helps you better understand and appreciate what is happening in other parts of the world. This window may refer to you reading books, watching movies, watching and listening to news, more knowledge, further experience. All these things are your window on the world. Ready to start? No, I'm not sure you're ready. We can warm up, okay? Let's warm up by playing the famous and interesting game, the hangman. Here we're looking for an adjective. This word means real and genuine. It's not a copy. It's not fake. And I think it consists of 9 letters maybe. Anyway, you can play the game, pause the video, and give it a go. If you can't get the word, I can help you. Okay, we have 2 T's. You need more help? Another 2 letters, A and E. It begins with A. More help? Oh my God. Now, can you get the word? It's authentic. Authentic means real and genuine, asli. You still have another chance to win. Another word. It consists of 9 letters. It's a noun. This time it's a noun. And it means a large room containing many beds. Please quick, look at the picture in the background. Yes, you have so many beds, maybe bunk beds. Double O here. And we have double R. You can get the word now? Okay, your last chance. I think it has become easy, so easy. It's dormitory or dormitory. Dormitory or dormitory. Good. Let's move on. The word we're looking for now is an 11-letter adjective. And it means happening or done in a natural, often sudden way, without any planning or without being forced. It's a really interesting word. I do love the people who have this quality. Even its spelling is interesting. You know, it begins with NS and ends with NS. an S. At the beginning, an S. At the end, we also have double N, double O, what do you think? I think it's easy. It's the opposite of planned. In Arabic it means عفوي أو تلقائي. It's spontaneous. Spontaneous. It's not the hangman this time, it's reordering letters. Reorder the following letters to form a correct word. We have R-E-E-M-I-M-S, and it's a verb. And it has two senses, two meanings. Number one, to become completely involved in something. Number two, to put something or someone completely under the surface of a liquid. I'll count to three. 1, 2, 3. It's very good. It's immerse. 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 Here we have a slight difference. Here you should reorder words to form a phrase or an idiom. There are 2, 4, 6, 7 words. They should be reordered again to form a phrase or an idiom that means to be much worse than you would like, to be unacceptable. Think. You have 20 seconds to think. 18, 15, 10, 5, 3. It's to leave a lot to be desired. To leave a lot to be desired. When can you use this phrase? You can use it when you find something that is not as good as you expect. It's not acceptable. You don't like it. For example, when you say, apparently, Inshirah's cooking leaves a lot to be desired. Here, when you say, Inshirah's cooking leaves a lot to be desired, means it's not desirable. I don't like it. It's not good. Also, when you say the service in the restaurant left a lot to be desired, you don't like the service there. Unit 1, Lesson 1, Activity A. Discuss in pairs or in groups. Read the questions and try to discuss them with one of your friends or one of your siblings or one of your parents. Number 1. How can you experience culture when visiting a place? For example, if you are planning to visit Paris, how can you experience culture there, the French culture? Think about it. Number 2, do you think you can truly understand a place and its people by visiting the tourist attractions? Why or why not? Now we move to Activity B. Read the text quickly and decide which of the following titles is the most suitable. We have 3 titles. A. How to have an authentic travel experience. And this means how can you get a true and real experience of the place you're traveling to. B. The most authentic travel experience. The most real. C. Why a travel writer has to have authentic travel experiences. And my advice for you, and the good technique I suggest here, is try to think about the articles or the texts with each title of these. For example, Title A, How to have an authentic travel experience. Try to think or guess what should be written under each title, under this title. I think under this title, A, I'm gonna read some tips or some sort of advice or some steps explaining how to have an authentic travel experience. B, the most authentic travel experience. I think here the writer might tell a story or a personal experience about a travel that he had. C, why a travel writer has to have authentic travel experiences. When he asks why, so I expect the writer to mention reasons why a travel writer has to have an authentic travel experience. Another piece of advice to help you decide which title is the most suitable or appropriate for the text. Look at the layout of the text and ask yourself what type of text it is. Is it a letter, an email, a memo, an advert, or an article? I think it's obvious that it's an article. Good. Another question. Ask yourself where it can be found. Where is it likely to be found? Where the text or the article likely to be found. For example, can you find it in a magazine, on a website, in a diary, in a comic book, in a historic record? I think you can find this text in a magazine or on a website. Of course, not in a diary, not in a comic book, not in a historic record. Now, read the text or the article carefully, and if you like, to highlight difficult words, and we can discuss them later. After reading the article, I think the answer is so easy and obvious. The correct title, or the most suitable title here, is How to Have an Authentic Travel Experience, because the writer has given us some advice and tips on how to have an authentic travel experience.